rejected me. And you want to know why? Because I'm black. He took his mask off and I was like, oh. Hey guys, it's me, Stargirl Lauren, and welcome back to another YouTube video on my YouTube channel. I just want to come out here and say thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers. I'm like so shocked. I want to say thank you guys. I want to say thank you to all of you guys for helping me and growing with me on this journey. I really can't believe we made it to 400 subscribers. I'm still in like shock. So thankful that my videos help you guys. You guys actually encourage me to keep making videos, and you guys encourage me to not kill myself. So I just want to say I love you guys so much. As you guys can see by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about all the times I've gotten rejected. I know that I'm pretty and I have a good personality and that I would treat any guy right, but these guys were just too blind and too stupid to see that, so they all rejected me. We're going to be going through each and every one of these guys who rejected me, and yes, I've gotten rejected 6 times. Rejection is not a good feeling. No one likes getting rejected. I know how it feels to get rejected because, well, I mean, it happened to me 6 times. I just want to make this video to show you guys that you're not alone, and if somebody rejects you, that's their problem, not yours. Don't beat yourself up for it. So we're gonna go all the way back into like what, 2020, 2019. Basically, the first guy who rejected me, I don't have his name, but he was white. Because if y'all know me, I love me some white men. I love white guys, because if it's not white, it's not right, you know? Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I don't know his name, so we're just gonna call him the grocery store guy. It was my 14th birthday. I got rejected on my 14th birthday. My mom was at the little bakery section because she was picking out a cake for me, you know, for my birthday. I saw the guy, he was like staying in the bakery section, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. Like, I was so scared and nervous because I didn't want to like ask him or anything, and my body was shaking and kind of a little bit sweaty, and I was like hyperventilating almost. My mom asked him, hey, can you write happy 14th birthday Lauren on the birthday cake because it was my birthday? So he wrote it, and his handwriting was bad anyway, so I don't even know why I liked him. I was just standing there like behind my back. I was like, guys, I think I'm gonna ask him out. So I went up to him and I was like, can I have your snap? And he was like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 14. Can you not read my cake that you just made for me? He was like, nah, I'm 18. Sorry. And then he walked away. He looked at me like I was a joke. Like, it's like he laughed at me in my face, and I was like, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I'm hurting. Okay, so I went into the car. I was alone in the car and I just started crying. I started bawling my tears out because it's like I had all this tension building up for me to ask him out, and then he said no to me. And I was like, got my tears out, and yeah, I still tried to enjoy the rest of my birthday even though I just literally got rejected. And I kept thinking, what is wrong with me? Like, am I ugly? Maybe there's something wrong with me. Like, why do I look like this? Maybe if I was white, maybe he would want me. I don't know. I don't care. I tried to enjoy the rest of my day. I went out to eat with my family, so that was my 14th birthday, and that was the first time I ever got rejected by a white man. The second time I got rejected, we are going to be saying names on here. Hopefully none of these people watch this video. But the guy who rejected me, his name was Nolan. Nolan. So basically what happened was, I was in the mental hospital, and I think this was like my second time in the psych ward. And after we get out the mental hospital, we do a thing called outpatient therapy, also known as partial. Basically, it's just like therapy for after you leave the mental hospital, or like a school group therapy type of situation. So you just go there and you do therapy with a bunch of other kids. I went there, and then there was this guy named Nolan, and I really liked him. I thought he was cute. Well, maybe because it was during COVID and he had his mask on, so that's probably why I thought he was cute. When he took that mask off, I was like, oh. Like, I remember one time, we would always have our mask on because it's COVID, but then it was lunchtime. It was time for us to eat. He took his mask off, and I was like, oh, this is the person I like? Like, oh, well, maybe it's okay. I'll just brush it off. Nah. And he was like the skater guy. Like, he was that skater guy, like that typical skater kid, stereotypical skater kid. Like, he used to get on his skateboard and just skate around, and all of us thought that was so cute and attractive. I used to love skater boys back in the day, especially back in 2020. Now I'm like more of a metalhead girl. Like, I like metalheads. I like guys with like long hair. Like, don't trust them skater guys, girls, because them skater guys are male manipulators. Don't trust them. I love cats. Like, get out of here, bro. It was me and like 2 other girls who liked him. So it was me, Julia, and Julia was like a mixed girl. She was like light skinned, and then Sydney, she was the white girl, and we all 3 liked him. I don't remember the specific thing I said to him, but I just remember, do you want to be whatever, you know, relationship, whatever, which I don't know why I asked that because I didn't even know him. I want you guys to make sure you actually build a friendship with that person before asking them out. Like, don't just go up to someone and be like, hey, can we, like, no. Build a friendship with them first. Maybe that's why I got rejected, but either way, I don't think that is, because I'll tell you guys why in a second. And he was like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And I was like, bro, my throat had that Finland. I walked out the classroom. I ran out the classroom and I started crying. I started bawling my tears out because this guy literally just rejected me, literally in front of everyone. And then the teacher that was in the room, she started chasing after me. And then I was walking in the hallway. I was like crying. I was like, tears were running down my face. I was like, because he rejected me. And all the other kids were watching me. They were looking at me, and I think they kind of felt bad for me. It was embarrassing. I went to the therapy room and I told the therapy lady about it, and I was like, he rejected me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't do anything right. She was like, I went to the next classroom, and when I went in there, he was laughing at me like, you just rejected me and you're laughing at me in my face like, yeah, you got rejected, black bitch. Oh, it really hurt me because he liked the other two girls. He liked Julia and Sydney. Sydney was a white girl, and Julia, she wasn't fully white, but she was mixed. She was light skinned. She was lighter than my skin color, even though my skin color is not even that dark. And then Julia literally told me this, and I still remember this clear as day. She said, maybe it's because you're like a darker complexion and I'm like a lighter complexion. And I was like, yeah, bitch, no. I believe her because he ended up getting her snap and Sydney's snap, but me, no. You want to know why? Because I'm black. Because I'm black. I'm a black girl. And he wanted a little white girl, and he wanted a little light-skinned girl. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with white woman or light-skinned woman, but it's just the fact that I'm a black woman, but you couldn't choose me. And his new girlfriend is white, and her name is, you guys take a guess on what her name is? Darwin. Like a fish, like Finding Nemo. Like, get out of here, bro. I'm like, I don't even know why I liked him. That's why he tried to kill himself. That's why he was in mental hospital. Why would I want to even be with someone in the mental hospital? Anyways, get out of here, bro. Like, I don't even know why I wanted him. Like, Nolan. Like, third guy who rejected me, his name was Alex. And Alex, I can also expose him too because Miss Alex here, he liked to wear skirts. And there's literally a video of him in a skirt and his legs are like shaking. Maybe because he was like with himself, maybe he was playing with himself. You're a man, like, get out of here, bro. That's why you were wearing a skirt. Like, that's why your dad, ooh. And I just remember we were talking on Snapchat. That's where it all started. Snapchat, like, what happened to, can I have your number? Like, we were talking on Snapchat, and then he was like, want to meet up? I think you're cool. I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, and I went outside, you know, I went to go meet up with him, and then we met up, and then we were walking, and while we were walking, didn't really have that much chemistry. And I think I was also really shy. I think there's something wrong with me. Like, I can't communicate with people. I'm not a social person. I don't know why. Talking to you guys, yes, but like if I'm talking to someone, it's like I can't. Like, I'm just so quiet and shy, and it's just, and we went down to sit at some tree. And while we were sitting at the tree, we just, you know, then again, didn't have really any chemistry. Like, he said he liked Pokemon, which is a red flag, and then he was like, yeah, my favorite movie is La La Land, and I'm like, bro, get out of here, bro. Like, La La Land, like, is you a lollipop? Like, get out of here, bro. We were sitting down at the tree together. We just did not have any chemistry. Like, we just were not hitting it off, and he was like, just weird, and he was so mean to me. And he was like, yeah, I think you need mental help. You're like really mentally ill. You're probably like the most mentally ill person I've ever met. And I was like, and he was like, walk home. I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, just go home. You should go home, walk home. He literally made me walk all the way home by myself. When I got home, I was mad, and then I just started crying, and I was like, well, that went wrong. He texted me later that day and said, I'm sorry, and he blocked me, and then I never talked to him again. How are you gonna take me to somewhere I don't even know and then make me walk all the way back home by myself? It was ugly anyways. The fourth guy who rejected me, who was also white, name I'm not gonna disclose because I'm pretty sure his girlfriend watches his videos. I'm not sure though. We're gonna call him S. So S here, I hate that man so much. He's so stuck up. He's so racist. Oh, there's something about him that just pisses me off more than everyone because he's just this privileged white kid who's so smart and has straight A's. So he thinks he's better than everything and everyone. Like, you're not. I went to some after school club because, you know, I wanted to get more into after school clubs and more into after school activities because I had, like, you know, had no friends. I wasn't really a social person. This exact event is literally one of the reasons why I don't like doing after school activities. So I went to the place, right? I didn't think he had a girlfriend, you know, and I was talking to him that day. I was asking him questions about his life, you know, just to get to know him. I didn't know he had a girlfriend. So what happened was sitting down, and then he was sitting next to this girl on the couch, and I was like, who is that? And this one was deep. He knew I liked him and he kissed his girlfriend in front of me. A slow kiss like that. He looked at me, he started smiling like, ah, what the f, in front of me on purpose, and then he started laughing at me in my face. Like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, bro, I got that feeling in my throat again. I was about to start crying right then and there, but my mom was like, don't let anyone see you cry. So I just walked out the room, I sat down on this bench, and I started crying. I was like, oh, do y'all think I'm too emotional? Walked out the building, started crying, and it was raining outside, and I was waiting for my mom to pick me up, and I was like, mom, pick me up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. They see me crying out here, it's over, it's done for me. It was raining outside, I was crying. I felt like I was in a movie. I felt like I was some depressed girl in a movie. When I got home, I was just mad. I was angry, and I was making little video diaries on Snapchat talking about some F him, F his girlfriend, and like ever since that, I just could never forgive him because this guy who rejected me, now this one's a bit short, but his name was Isaac. We're saying names. He's ugly too. I don't even know why I liked him. He's literally a ginger. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, he's also racist. I was just in class, you know, I was talking to them, and I was like, can I get your snap? That's what I said. I didn't ask him out. I just was like, yeah, can I get your Snapchat or your snap or anything? He was just laughing at me, and then it's like I could just tell he didn't like black women. And I'm sitting there, and then the whole class left. I was still in the classroom sitting there. My head was down because I was crying because I just got rejected again for like the 5th time. And then my teacher came up to me and was like, hey, are you okay? I was like, can I call my mom? I probably missed the bus because I was in here crying. So that was the 5th time I got rejected. 6th and last time I've gotten rejected, and this was maybe I'd say 3 months ago. So 3 months ago I was in the mental hospital and I tried to hang myself. And this one was pretty heartfelt. It was pretty sweet. His name was Jordan, and I really liked him. Like, I really, really liked him, and he liked me too. It's just we couldn't work out, you know, because we were both mentally ill. We were both like in the mental hospital, and like, why would you want to meet someone who's in the mental hospital and like in the psych ward who's probably there for help? I wanted him because we both went through abusive relationships, and he said, yeah, I tried to kill myself because of my ex-girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I tried to kill myself because of my ex-boyfriend. So it was really sweet to me. We would always play cards and stuff, and I could tell he liked me. The way he looked at me, like, he was so handsome. Even then, even after he rejected me, he still tried to be my friend, you know. He still treated me right. He still treated me with respect. And he just said the only reason why he didn't want to be with me was because, you know, he wanted to work on himself and he wanted me to work on myself, and, you know, he just wasn't in the right place mentally. And he also said that he was going to college in a few months because he was 18 and I was like a sophomore in high school, so obviously that wasn't going to work out. He gave me the note, and I cried when I read it. I was sad. And yeah, and those are basically all the times I got rejected. I'll let you guys know right now, there is nothing wrong with you. And yes, if you've ever been rejected, trust me, I know how it feels. It's not a good feeling, and you start doubting yourself and you feel like there's something wrong with you. I want to let you guys know right now, there is nothing absolutely wrong with you. Some people just aren't meant for us. And I'm kind of happy I got rejected by all these people because it really taught me how to love myself, and now I'm building a good relationship with myself. I really hope this video helped you guys with something, maybe just to get a laugh out of you guys, because I know you guys like hearing my story times. And then again, thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers, and I love you guys all so much. And make sure to like this video if you ever been rejected, or if you ever thought about asking someone out but you were scared. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.